Hi again. I wanted to be able to take some time to share with you a little bit more about Seeking Supervision and a part of the um, organization that really means a lot to me. So, when I established Seeking Supervision, I wanted it to be something of value. When we hear about equity and equitable as a social worker, those are terms that really matter to me. And so, when I was in the ideation stage of this process, working with cohorts to be able to create Seeking Supervision, I knew I wanted to do good. And so Seeking Supervision was formed as a social enterprise. And most individuals do not necessarily know what social enterprise is. So I'm going to just give a high level overview of what that means. So essentially, it is a business or a nonprofit that does good. And so we tend to see, nonprofits doing good, but there's also to the business aspect of things. And so social enterprise can be founded as a nonprofit or for profit, but overall, a portion of the funds that and the revenue that is raised goes towards a civic solution. And one of those things that has been near and dear to my heart is giving back. Um, when doing the pilots or the focus groups, I'm sorry, with those who were seeking out, uh, giving their insight and their stories to the development of this platform, one of the challenges was the financial aspects. And even just being in leadership and just going through my career as a supervisor and as a social worker, individuals stopped doing supervision because of the affordability. And so I myself really relied on jobs and opportunities within the job to be able to get my hours, but it was fragmented. As I shared in another video, individuals were not on my license, and so that put me back. And I did share in 2015, that was just 10 years ago, that I was searching for someone to finish my hours. Now, mind you, I graduated from grad school in 2010, and it took a while even after 2015 to get my hours. So just kind of seeing like the gap and the disparity that is experienced between graduation and clinical license. And so I was one of those individuals that I could not afford to pay out of pocket. And so when I created this, I wanted to figure out how can I make this accessible for everyone. Each person has different means and different support systems. And I won't go into the specifics of what my dynamic looked like back then, but I just did not have the expendable funds. And so what I wanted to do was in establishing the subscription models and the layout is to take a portion of the funds that come from the subscription model to go towards a scholarship fund for those who are experiencing financial hardships so that those who are having challenges with affording supervision can be able to continue their journey towards licensure and not halting their experiences. And so as you're mulling over whether or not to subscribe to the platform, I want to let you know that the subscription fees not only gives you access to supervisors and supervisees, potential hires, potential mentors, and other resources as we grow the platform, but it also too there's a contribution so that we can, as a collective, revive and restore our workforce. By 2030, there's going to be a 4.5 million deficit and lack in mental health providers. And so I am here on a mission to develop and support and provide provision for our workforce as mental health providers, social services, and things of that nature. And so more than ever, this platform is needed now. And so my ask is that, share the news, share the word. And as the revenue and things like that comes in, we'll be able to formulate a scholarship fund to begin to pay it forward. And it is my hope that eventually that person will be able to pay it forward by joining the platform and giving supervision as well. So I just wanted to share a little bit of my heart and more behind the mission and the reasons for creating supervision as a social enterprise and why the current subscription model is the way that it is. So if you have any further questions, feel free to email me. You can do the contact on the website, www.seekingsupervision.org, and I will answer any questions that you have. I will say that I'm a sole founder, and so I am going through and I'm answering each question individually. And so I welcome you and I thank you for coming along this journey with me, and we'll go from there.